If we are one with the power, and one with the power means that it's harmonious, it's pure love, it's joy. That is what is true. So anything that it's not that, it's an illusion. Everything that it's not the truth of who we are, it's an illusion. So when you are running away from pain, you are running away from an illusion. So how can you make the life of today your dream life, even with all of your problems? There is a way that you can make it your dream life, knowing that it can totally get better just because you desire to experience more out of life. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of 100x Journey. In this journey, I am documenting how I am 100xing my life. And when I say my life, I say everything, because when you are powered by the quantum field, it's not that just one area of your life gets better. Everything gets better. Your relationships, your financials, your purpose, your anything that you're working on, everything exponentially gets better. It's kind of a miracle. And we have that power inside of us. And this is the whole purpose of me documenting it. Because as little human beings that we are, and the reason why I say human little beings is because it has been proven by science that we are only, and when I say we, it's just the atoms of our body are made of 0.00001% matter and 99.999999999 energy, which means that we are 99.9 more energy than matter. But no, we were conditioned to believe that we are just human beings. And I know I'm kind of making fun of it, but it's truly how I believe now. And the more that you awaken to the truth of our nature, which is, again, we are this super powerful source, and everything we desire, we can bring it into our experience. Even the things that we don't desire, we are so much better in bringing everything that we don't desire because we do not know how powerful we are. So when you awaken to your power, then you can start bringing forward more of your desires and stop bringing all of the things that you don't. So, talking about desires, today I felt called to share more about it. It's my belief, as everything I'm sharing here, of course, this is me believing in all of this truth. It's my belief that our desires are not even ours. Because if we are, again, this 99.99999, this beautiful energy, call it consciousness, awareness, call it God. I like to call it quantum God, which is combination of God and quantum field, because I am putting the science behind God. So if we are this source energy, then every single one of our desires is not ours. It's this consciousness desire. And the reason why we have these desires is to experience more out of life. As energy beings that we are, if we are in the energy form, we cannot touch, we cannot smell, we cannot taste, we cannot listen. So that's why we are embodying this human body. So we can experience more out of life. So it's my belief that the desires that we have in our heart are the reason why we come to this world to experience life. But there is a little bit of I want to share a little bit of a distinction because there are two types of desires. I feel that there are desires that are so based on ego. And when I call ego, for me, ego is the human self, which again is the 0.0000001%. But it's still true, it is still there. And this ego self, this human self, has desires that are based on the power outside of us, which means every single one of the desires that this ego, human self, desires is because they believe that those desires are going to give them more power. But if we are the source of all creation, if we are God, consciousness, however you like to call it, we are the power. We don't need anything to become more powerful. So when your desires are based on getting things to feel more powerful, for example, I like giving the example of driving a beautiful, luxurious car. When you're driving a car, you might feel powerful. And not only that, you might feel that other people's perceptions of you, it's power, because if you are driving a powerful car, it means that you could be a powerful person. And that is not true. External things are not going to give us our power because, hey, what happens if that car is taken away from you? Then you won't feel any more powerful. Can you feel the difference? So, when you start to understand that you are powerful beyond all of the material things that you have or that you desire, then you start to become a little bit more energy than matter. This has been one of my biggest breakthroughs from the past year. My story is that I have been like most human beings. I felt power with the house that I lived, the car that I drive, the places that I vacationed, the number of followers in my social medias. That was what was giving me power. But then I had to take a big, bold action, which was leaving my marriage almost empty handed because I signed a prenup. So I had to lose everything, including a big Instagram account that was taken away. I had to lose it all to really understand where my power comes from. So I might not have yet the house, I might not have yet the car, I might not have yet the material things, but I've never felt more happy, fulfilled. My relationships are thriving. The abundance of love, of experiences, of kisses, of hugs, of sunsets, of, oh my God, of loves, of food. There's so much abundance in my life right now. And I don't even consider money in all of these abundances. Money, yes, it's one form of abundance. And I'm not saying forget about money. No. In fact, one of the things that I want to prove in this journey, documenting 100x, is that your finances are going to 100x as well. But the finances are going to be a byproduct of the impact that you create in the world. So, going back to the desires, if one of your desires is to have financial independence, to have so much overflow that you don't know what to do with it, in order for you to have that desire in your experience, you have to serve the world. There is a law, beautiful law, giving and receiving. The more you give, the more you receive. And most people, most human beings, they're takers. They want to take things, which we can never take anything away because everything that we desire, guess where it is? Here, right now. Your $1 million, it's in your experience in energy form. And I know that that might feel crazy to believe, but it's true. Again, if everything it's energy, why not the $1 million that you desire are not here? Why are not in your physical experience? Because you have to become one with it. And how do you become one with it? Well, there are many ways that you can become one with it. But in consciousness, you have to become one. You have to become the identity that receives that amount of power. When I say power, I mean energy. The more energy, the more powerful it is. So $10,000 has this level of power. $1 million, you need a lot of energetic capacity to hold it. So until you don't have energetic capacity to hold $1 million, you're not going to receive it into your experience. Or if you receive it, you might lose it very fast because you cannot hold it. And I will be talking a lot about money in the next few days, most likely. I feel called to start talking a lot about abundance. But for now, let's go back to the desires. So if our desires are not ours, it's God consciousness, the quantum field wanting to express through us. So we are the ones that have to take action to have that desires in our experience. But it's this energy that is desiring to have your desires. And again, I'm not talking about ego based desires, human desires. So, how can you turn an ego based desire into a energetic, um I don't like to use the word spiritual because I feel that I'm more based into the science of it than in the spirituality. But if you want to call it spiritual desires or energy desires, so how do you turn an ego, human, materialistic desire into a beautiful, energetic, pure desire? For example, let's say that you desire to travel to Ibiza, for example, beautiful Ibiza. There are two ways that you could desire to travel to beautiful Ibiza. The ego human type of desiring could be, oh, I want to go to Ibiza. So I can take a lot of pictures and people can see that I am in Ibiza. And if people see that I'm in Ibiza, they will think that I am whatever you think that you want to people think about you. That it's an ego based desire. And although you might not think that that is the true desire, most likely it is. So, what would it be this same desire, but turn it into energetic, pure desire? Wanting or desiring to go to beautiful Ibiza to experience the beach, the music, the vibes, the people, the culture, the food, the water, all of the beautiful things. If you desire to go to Ibiza because you want to experience more life, then that is a energetic, let's call it divine desire. And that is God consciousness, God soul frequency, however you want to call it, expressing through us. So that's how you can differentiate if it's an ego-based human desire or if it's a energetic frequency divine pure desire. So if you start changing these ego based desires, and I know for myself that I had so many ego centric desires. In fact, this example that I'm sharing about Ibiza, I had it too. I wanted to go to Ibiza so I can take pictures. I did. So I could take pictures and the entire world see how lucky I am that I'm traveling to Ibiza. So that's why I was sharing it. But you can turn it around. Right now, I would love to go to places, Ibiza, Fiji Islands, Bali, all of the places. And I could care less what people think about me when I'm traveling. I would, in fact, forget about the phone and I would enjoy every single moment that I am in those places. So, the other thing that I want to talk about desires is I have realized, and even not in the last few, I would say in the past 10 days, that I came back to this place, which I'm going to share with you. I find that we are either running away from pain, which is how most of us start in this um, personal development journey. Think about it. What was the reason why you started developing yourself? Meaning, why did you start to buy the books, the courses, and all the things? Because most likely, just like I did, you were running away from a painful situation. In my experience, was a painful relationship. I was not in a happy marriage and I needed to find my financial independence so I could leave the pain. And I did it, I did it and I manifested it, but it took a lot of my power. And now I understand that there is an easier and so much better way to bring things, which is manifestation, into our experience. And it's through power. So, how do we manifest things from power or through power? Because the power is running through us by running towards our desires. That is the biggest difference. You are either running away from pain, 10x, or you are running towards your desires, 100x. And not so long ago, as I said, 10 days ago, even the last month, I put myself in a situation where I had a lot of stress. I needed to come up with money to pay something that I sign up. So then, instead of running towards my desires, which was something that I have been doing very consistently all through last year, suddenly I saw myself that I was running away from pain, that I needed to get the money so I could sign up to this thing that I said yes, but the money didn't show up. So I was feeling the stress and it was there when I realized that I was again running away from pain. And I don't want to run ever again from pain. So what I did is I removed myself from that painful situation and now I am back running towards my desires. Me creating this daily or almost daily journey with you, it's making me run towards my desires. Me doing this video today, I feel so happy. Look at me. Like I am in bed. I was like, okay, it's time to do the video. And I was like, let's do it. I want to make it easy. I have so much to share that I don't even plan. I was like, okay, let's talk about desires, but I don't even have a script of what I want to talk about desires. I'm just talking, it's flowing through me. So, anyways, you either take action running from pain, 10x, or you take action running towards your desires. So if there's something that is very painful in your life right now, you just have to make peace with it or do something to stop that pain. Now that I know all of this and I would have to, run away from a painful relationship, what I would do is I would make that relationship not work because I deeply knew that it couldn't work. In fact, it couldn't work romantically because, fun fact, I have the most amazing relationship with my ex husband. In fact, he's on a trip and I'm here. And this is his bedroom. So I just love him. I just don't love him romantically, but I created the most amazing relationship, the most amazing experience with him so my kids can still have both of us together, but in a different way. So, if I would have to do it all over again, instead of running away from this painful relationship, what I would have done is I would have make this relationship be happy. And I understand because at that time I couldn't even see a way of making it happy. But now that I understand the power that we hold within, that we are one with God, one with the quantum field, and all of the beautiful things that I'm sharing in this journey, I know that I could have made the experience of that transitioning, of me leaving the marriage, of me separating and doing all of the things that I did, which I did it in a very, I would say, in a very good way. So, yeah, I did it in a really good way, but I would have create more harmony in the way that I did it, making it in a way not so painful that I have to run away from pain. And instead, I would be imagining how my life would be free, doing the things that I loved without having the constant nagging, without having like, did you do this? Did you do that? Well, it still happens because we have 4 kids, but without feeling the pressure that I had to do it, otherwise I would be in trouble. That was my thing. So I would have, instead of running away from that, I would have started to create, which in a way I did. I would start to create my beautiful future in my mind and start thinking of all the beautiful things that were going to come. And in a way, that's how I created it. But that's how I would do it right now. Instead of running away from a painful situation, I would run, which is something that I'm still doing. I'm running towards my desires. And when you run towards your desires, that's when you're connecting to the power. Because think about it. If you are running away from pain, pain, it's an illusion. If we are one with the power, and one with the power means that it's harmonious, it's pure love, it's joy. That is what is true. So anything that is not that, it's an illusion. Everything that it's not the truth of who we are, it's an illusion. So when you are running away from pain, you are running away from an illusion. So how can you make the life of today your dream life, even with all of your problems? There is a way that you can make it your dream life, knowing that it can totally get better just because you desire to experience more out of life. That's the key. Experiencing, not wanting or needing, because if you need something, it means that you don't have it. So, how can you make it so joyful, so harmonious that yes, you just make a decision, but you just are walking or running, I would say, towards your dreams? Such a what a difference. And I experienced that not so long ago, and now I am back running towards my desires. And hey, this is me. I'm back. I'm here. I'm doing this beautiful daily, um, yes, this daily journey with you. So, anyways, that's it for today. Desires, which desires, it's a very important component of 100x. This is why I wanted to bring desires early in the journey. Of course, I'm going to talk so much more about desires, but the main two keys here is that our desires are not ours. It's consciousness, God, the quantum field, awareness desiring to express through us. So, by us getting those desires, we are experiencing more life. And then stop running from a painful situation and start running towards your desires and watch your life transform. So this is it for today. Oh my god, I felt so good to do it even, here in bed. It's Sunday. I don't know what day of the week you're going to be watching this, but today is a beautiful day spent with my kids, my family, and I feel very joyful to be doing this in the way that I'm doing it every day for now. Um, and for those who want to go a little bit deeper, I have been sharing this invitation to go deeper and deeper so I can help you connect to the quantum field every single day. Because as energetic beings, our phone needs to get charged every single day, right? And so do we, because we have been uncharged, so disconnected for so many years that the work really is connecting every single day. And the more you connect, which is you have to awaken, you have to embody, and then you have to take an action through that embodiment, your life, you won't recognize it in a very short period of time. And I'm here documenting the journey. This is not even, I don't know, I think it's day 6. So let's keep on counting how many days it will take to start seeing miracles in my life. And the more miracles that I start to experience, the price of that quantum gym is going to go up. And you know why? Because I want to give the founding members, who are the ones that are believing in this truth just like I am believing, and they're saying, fuck it, I believe in this, let's see what she has to say, and let's get into this gym and let's connect every single day. And for those, the founding members, you will always get the same level, the same price. Your price will never ever ever change. So the more miracles I'll experience, the more the price will go. And this is going to be tied to the level of your conviction, of your belief in this work. Not just the work, but in the belief of who you truly are. Do you really believe that you are God walking on earth? Well, if you join my quantum gym, you will not only believe it, but you will start embodying very soon. Mind my words. Okay, this is it for today. It has been a beautiful honor, I would say, to be in your life today. And I cannot wait to be in your life for another day tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and the next week, and the next month. Let's see where this 100x journey takes us together. Bye. Mwah. I love you.